A sex worker made a very good observation, so I'm going to repeat it. Um, she said that a lot of people attack the idea, which has been put out there by some people who favor sex work decriminalization, that decriminalizing sex work will empower women or empower sex workers. She pointed out that many people who do uh, jobs that are legal, for example, garbage collectors, janitors, maids, housekeepers, people who work in cubicles, calling up to try to collect overdue bills, are not necessarily working to feel empowered. Why are they working? They're working because they want to pay their bills. The grocery store does not accept empowerment. It accepts money in exchange for food, toilet paper, and the like. Your landlord or your mortgage company does not accept empowerment. They accept money. Your doctor, your dentist does not accept empowerment. They accept money. That's why the garbage collector takes enormous risks in order to do a job that is smelly and dangerous. It's because that is particularly a male job, because it does require a level of physical strength that almost no women have. He wants money. Janitors and maids want money. They want to be able to eat. They want to put a roof over their heads. They want to help support their children and other family members, if they have children, if they're responsible for other family members. Okay? Now, again, sex work is special. I don't think you can tax sex work because it's not like any other job. It's not the same as any other job. You can't, for example, enforce anti-discrimination laws based on sex work. Okay? Sex work straddles the line between work and relationship. And in fact, the fact is that traditional marriage and otherwise, does have a certain relationship with sex work. And you don't need to get your knickers in a twist about this, because I didn't say that marriage is reduced to sex work by saying there's an element in there. But there is something in common. What is in common is sex and money. Okay? And in relationships, generally speaking, it is usually the man who is more likely to help the woman out financially than vice versa. Although, if the woman is well heeled and older, the man is young and unemployed or underemployed, then it can be vice versa. But at any rate, the main point I am making is I don't support sex work decriminalization, because I think it's going to empower somebody who takes money in exchange for a sex act. It won't. it will take a threat of arrest out of the equation. And somebody who is trading sex for money is probably in a situation that isn't that good to begin with. And you don't need to make it worse by putting arrest in there. And no, I don't think we need to arrest the customer either. The customer isn't necessarily the big bad patriarch. Customer might be lonely, frustrated. And in addition, if you put in the threat of arrest, the customer might actually be more likely to be somebody who is dangerous.